Everybody, and thank you for being here today at one of the most controversial subjects and cases that's going around, especially this Burnett versus NAR. And yeah, we are all fearful of what's going to happen. There's a trend going on, and you guys know that even though NAR lost, there has been no ruling on this. There's absolutely been no ruling. A judge hasn't said. They did determine a monetary damage. That was what, $1.78 million? And by triple damages, it went up to $5.4 billion. I said million. That was so wrong. It was $1.78 billion. And now they turned it into what? $5.4 billion. Hasn't been paid out or anything like that. Nothing's going to happen. NAR is appealing it. I am in all favor of NAR. You guys are going to understand today why Partnership Realty, Ismael Alvarez, as the broker of Partnership Realty, I am behind NAR all the way. The value that NAR brings to us, the value that MLS brings to us, the education, just everything, how they protect the realtor, the consumer. It is amazing what they offer. We, honestly, the industry would be in a very big struggle without NAR being involved. We would be in so much struggle. It would be amazing. And the MLS. NAR, I believe at the very end of these next 2 years, they are going to prevail. They're going to win. They're going to, they're going to see, court system is going to see, because you only had 8 juries that went in there and said, you're right. This price fixing, this antitrust laws, the Sherman antitrust, and all these other items, they looked at it, but they're not really looking at the clear picture. They really have to be a realtor to understand or be involved. The realtors make things so smoothly, these transactions, and such a pleasant transaction for their clients. Most of the times when we're dealing with it, hasn't been, I would have to say out of 20 closings, maybe one closing just goes smoothly and you're like shocked. It can't be. You're like, wait, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. You're lifting up every paper. You're turning over all sheets and opening up the windows. There's got to be something wrong here, because closings don't go smoothly, especially on the buyer side. You have to prove yourself to a bank when you go to purchase a home. You're not going to go over there, I'm going to apply for a loan. No, you're going to go over there and you're going to have to prove to that bank that you can qualify for this 30-year long-term commitment and that you are qualified to buy it, okay? And not for nothing, but these lenders, federal government, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they're going to look at you, okay, heavily to make sure that you qualify for this. What happens? The realtor works so darn hard with the inspections, the appraisals, the CMAs, and then the whole transaction from the beginning of the financing all the way to the CTC, which is what? The clear to close. Then comes the title part of it. We want to make sure that that title is transferable and everything is perfect for this buyer to be able to buy and this lender to be able to put a mortgage on this property, correct? There is so much work that goes through on a buyer's agent. There is so much value that a buyer's agent brings, okay? I mean, I asked you guys the question earlier before the class, and we've got a listing agent, and not knocking on the listing agent, guys, please. Listing agent works really hard too, very hard. Showings, of the properties, going to the properties, showing for the property, preparations of the properties, the marketing of the property, the open houses. There's a lot of value to both sides of the fence. Listing agency, buyer's agency. But let me tell you something. Right now, the problem is mostly on the buyer's agency side, okay? And the buyer's agent is so important because most of the times the clients won't even find out about, the things that is going on while this transaction is going through, because why? The buyers or buyer are already stressful enough. I mean, I think nowadays you can get married, right? And divorce easier than to get a loan. A loan is hard as heck. You get married today and get an anointment, by the next day, okay? But on a 30-year fix, yeah, I think people are petrified. You see their hands shaking sometimes when they're signing a 30-year mortgage, all right? When you're going to go sign I was just in Las Vegas, and it was amazing to get married in Las Vegas, right? They have drive-thrus. I mean, if you don't have time, that's the number one capital. I love Las Vegas, to be honest with you. But I love that about being married in Las Vegas. If you don't have time, you got your license already, and you and your wife-to-be or partner-to-be just don't have time to go and do a formal wedding, you can just go right through the drive-thru. Good morning or good afternoon. We're here for a wedding. Excellent. Can I have your IDs? Great. Do you have your license? All right here. Okay, great. Can everybody raise their right hand? Yep. You're inside your car, man. Oh, you think I'm kidding? I'm serious. It's a heart attack. Do you swear to take lover, blah, 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 yes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, excellent. Stamp. Here you go. $35 gone. And you're still in the car. So that's why I'm saying people aren't afraid, okay, to get married nowadays because they can come right back to 3 hours later. Can I get that certificate back? I want it back. Here, take this back. You haven't even recorded it yet. But once you sign a 30-year mortgage, can you take it back? Heck no. All right? So that's why people are so petrified about that. And we, as buyers agents, we make it such a pleasant experience. They don't even find out about the hurdles, the hiccups, the little pebbles in the roads. That we make this a very pleasant experience for our buyers. That's why Partnership Realty is coming up on 26 years anniversary, that we strive for customer service, for excellence, okay? Now, one of the good things, I do have a good answer for you at the end here. We have a solution. We're not gonna suffer this here at Partnership Realty, okay? We're not gonna, you'll understand why. This new trend that's coming on. We won't suffer it here. But I want you to hear, our president from the NAR, Tracy Casper, and then a couple other people's opinions. I'm not going to give you the entire, because if not, it's going to be way too long. I just want to hear you some important points, and then we're going to get into the reasons why there is so much value and why I know that NAR is going to win at the end of this, by the year 2025 when we go into this appeal process. But let's do this. Let's put on these videos, and I want you to listen to the president first of NAR, Tracy Casper here.
I'm here on behalf of our leadership team and our executive committee. And as you all know, it's been a really busy week here at NAR. So first, we are so glad to welcome Nakia to NAR and to congratulate Bob Goldberg on his retirement. And I have heard from so many of you, so many warm wishes for both of them and optimism for our future. So thank you for that outreach. And I just wanted you to know I share your optimism. At the same time, I know that there are questions about last week's verdict. So I wanted to reach out directly. As a fellow realtor, I get it. I'm a broker owner. I list and sell properties just like you do every single day. And I too have employees. And I'm getting those questions myself. I was incredibly disappointed by the verdict. The jury reached an outcome that was neither supported by the law nor the facts that were presented in this case. I've heard questions about whether our team put on witnesses to help us to tell our story. And I want you to know we did. For example, our legal counsel put on an independent realtor and past president, Sharon Millette, who shared her personal story about how NAR rules serve the best interests of our consumers, support market-driven pricing, and advance business competition. We also put on expert witnesses, including an economist who explained why our practices actually benefit sellers and buyers and promote competition. Unfortunately, as you all know, the jury did not rule in our favor. The plaintiffs try to portray this outcome as a win for consumers, but those of us in the industry know that the opposite is true.
afterwards, and the other ones as well too. Very, very important.
Posting a lot of comment on the MLS and large brokers like Home Services of America and Keller Williams being sued by homeowners and home purchasers, people that bought homes and sold homes. They're being sued because there is an allegation that these corporations conspired to artificially set commissions high, right? And so I want to jump into here and I want to give my 2 cents. Again, this is my opinion. But I want to see how this is going to reflect on the next 24 to 48 months in our industry, because I am getting so many agents asking me for my opinion. Yes, I am. I actually had several reach out to me yesterday. I actually reached out to my coaches, people that I look up to see what they're hearing. And because there's so much information going out on this, I think there is a prevailing atmosphere where agents are afraid. And let me start off the video right now by saying you don't need to be afraid.
Okay. I agree 100% with him where you do not have to be afraid. You're going to see that there is a solution for this, and everything's going to come out perfectly fine. But I want you to hear this one.
About to go through a massive overhaul. I'm talking possibly 1.5 million real estate agents losing their job. About to go through a massive overhaul. I'm talking possibly 1.5 million real estate agents losing their job. The National Association.
Based on what you guys are going to witness and what you guys are going to see today, that is scary, okay? That is so scary right there, but it's not going to be scary, not for Partnership Realty Realtors at all. Got just a couple more. Look at.
Requires the seller's brokerage to offer compensation to a buyer's brokerage in order to have the property listed on the multiple listing service, the MLS, as we all know it. The MLS is our primary database to list homes, so obviously sellers want to be on there to maximize exposure. Okay, let's pause there. Here is a really important point that headlines are not making. The clear cooperation rule does not include any specific compensation amounts or percentages. On my MLS, you can put any amount down for buyer broker compensation, as low as $1. So as a seller, to get your listing on the MLS, you are only required to compensate a buyer's broker $1, which is
And then you're going to love exactly what I'm going to show you today. This is what's going on here. Do you guys know who Foreign Simplicity is? Who Florida Realtors is? Yeah. Well, it's our governing bodies, it's our attorneys and so forth. That, and this is something right here that I would love for you guys to read, and they're explaining the very, very same thing. Where right now listing agents, better said sellers, don't have to compensate a buyer's agent. They could compensate them $0, $1, 1%, $250, $500, $1,500. Now that's going to really hurt, especially if you're in an agency that you have a split of 70-30, 80-20, 60-40, and with all the other fees that they've got on a monthly basis, errors and omissions, desk fees, annual fees, paper fees, and there's so much other fees in there. After you're making what, on a $1,500 commission, you're walking away with what, $500, $600? Are you serious? Who can live off of that? So that's why these skeptics are saying 1.5, 1.8 million realtors are going to go out of business. Well, they can't, and you'll understand why in a second, okay? You'll understand they can't because it's going to do a lot of harm. It's going to do a lot of harm. And at least here, us, during the meantime at Partnership Realty, we don't have to suffer any of this whatsoever, because you are not at one of these agencies that you've got a 70-30 split, a 60-40. Then you've got a coach or a mentor or a team leader, or you've got someone like that taking another 10, 20% of your commission, and then all the other fees that go along with it, So you're down to what? I've seen down to 20%. I've seen realtors come from other office here, and what they get at the other office is 20% out of their entire commission. I've seen them get 30%, 40%, 50%, sometimes 60%. Now, when you're making $500 or you're making $1,500, that's scary right there. So sure, yeah, maybe they're right, but at least in Partnership Realty, you guys are under what? One flat fee. It's not going to happen. I'm going to show you guys the solution on what you have to do when you run into a scenario like a property. You could be showing properties to a client for what? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months. And the client just runs into a home that just went up in the market, just a perfect neighborhood, looks excellent, and they're going to go, that's the one I want. And you've been working with this client now for weeks or careful months, and they're only paying $250. Can you guys believe that right now this verdict happened, what, October 23rd? So what, a few weeks ago? Literally, what, 3 weeks ago? I don't know. And there already are so many listings at paying you $250. How about $100? How about $0? How about $1? What are you going to do with that client? Sorry, client, I really can't help you. I really can't help you. That's the wrong thing to do. I'm going to tell you guys what to do. I'm going to show you guys what to do, how to help the client, and you not walk away with $250. Honestly, between you and I, there's been no ruling. Let me ask you guys a question. Has there been a ruling yet? There's been no ruling. A judge hasn't said, okay, now, because when a judge does stamp it, okay, when a judge does stamp it and says, yeah, this will be the ruling, then it's going to be national, because this is NAR, National Association of Realtors. So it's going to be not for Florida, but for every state in the US of A, all right? But they haven't ruled it yet. Why are these realtors doing this? Come on, guys. I don't want to sound like the bad guy here.
They were probably already doing it before.
Exactly. This is something that's been going on, okay, that I personally have been dealing with for over 15 years. Okay, in the commercial world, this is nothing new. Not to me, it's not. I'm a commercial realtor. I teach you guys know that. I teach you guys how to become commercial realtors. Because you've got the license to be a commercial realtor, residential and commercial. This has been going on in the rental world in certain areas. I don't agree with it, okay, but it's been going on since it's been going on, and it's not a law, it's just a trend, and we have to deal with it. So now, instead of us having to deal with it in the rental world, in the commercial world, we're now going to have to deal with it in what? In the residential world. Nothing new to Partnership Realty, nothing new to me whatsoever. I'm just going to show you guys how we're going to do it. How do we overcome it in the commercial world? How do we overcome it in the rental world? And this has been going on for over 10, 15 years, easily. So again, it's nothing new to us. One thing that I can promise you is that I will have a very positive answer for you. I will show you how to structure the deal. And I will show you how you are not going to tell your client that you've been showing, driving them around, showing these properties for 2 weeks or 2 months, that you're not going to say, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I can't do it for $100. Yes, you will be. And yes, you're going to do it for $100. How do you like them apples? Okay? Contrary to what these other guys are saying is, 1.8 million people realtors are going to go out of business. 1.5, I totally disagree with that one. Okay, if your broker doesn't know how to help you with this here, then you got something to think about. Okay, but we know how to handle it, and I'm going to show you guys today. So let's start out with this here. But I want you guys to watch these videos, especially listen to our president and listen to our Florida Realtor, our Florida Realtor attorneys. Boy, they've got really good advice. Mostly what they're trying to say is show value, which I'm telling you, there's a lot of value in a buyer's agent. Ton of value in a buyer's agent. Show value to your clients, and your clients are not going to have any issues whatsoever, correct, on paying you a compensation. for your services. But the problem is, have you guys seen the buyers? The majority of the buyers, I would say probably 70%, or I could be wrong. You guys help me. I love to hear other people's opinions. About 70% of your FHA buyers and your conventional buyers, because you can get a conventional loan nowadays, what, 3% down, 5% down. That's barely nothing. At the end, when your buyer is going to purchase a home, at the time that they're going to buy, they need down payment, closing costs, they need insurance, they need appraisal, and they need inspection. So when you look at what's left over in their account, the reserves that they've got left over, if they've got $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, that's way too much. Can you imagine you coming up to them and going, okay, Mrs. Buyer, I would like to charge you $2,000. And they're gonna go, what, are you kidding me? That's my last $2,000 as reserves. I'm gonna show you guys what to do and how they're gonna be very voluntarily, they're gonna be willing to give you and pay you for your services, and how they will have extra money in their accounts, those reserves. But I wanna ask you guys a question. Not the people, the luxury homes, not the higher end homes. We're talking about the average working citizen. Are there more average working citizen sales or more luxury home sales? Which one do you think? Average working citizen sales. And those are the ones that are doing these FHA loans and these 3%, 5% conventional loans. And have you guys seen that they've got $50,000 left over? Have you guys seen that they got $70,000 or $100,000 left over in their account? Or what has been the norm that you've seen that they have in their account left over? Barely none, because I've signed so many commission waivers for you guys, helping them out so they can actually close on that property because they're short on funds. Do you see what I mean? So I think there's more of those, and I'm going to show you guys today on how to help them. How they're going to have $15,000, $16,000 left over in their account. And when you show someone, and you don't have to do a commission waiver, by the way, okay? And you're still making your commission, and they've got $15,000, $16,000 left over for reserves, for remodeling, for upgrades, for paying off debt, for any type of debt, whether it's credit cards or car loans or stuff like that. Do you think that they are going to be okay with giving you and paying for your compensation as a buyer's agent? Heck, yes, I would. If you're going to show me how I'm going to keep $17,000 or $15,000 in my account and buy a house at the same time, yep, I will pay you immediately. So, you know, we're going to go into that today. You'll see that's the grand part of our class today here. So let's open this up. I guess that's not the one we want to open. And here we go. All right. So today's class, it's got to do with the fear that, I mean, it's everywhere and it's in everyone's tongue. I get so many calls from other realtors, from other agencies, and I get even calls from brokers from other agencies on what we're going to do, okay? So today I'm going to share with you on what you're going to do to be able to let this not be something that you're going to lose stress on or sleep on, okay? So the great thing about Partnership Realty, again, is we are a one flat fee. Partnership Realty has never had to depend on a monthly basis charge, whether it's a desk fee or whether it's, they got so many fancy names for these fees, correct? We've never had to. Wouldn't tell me. You guys have been with me a long time. A lot of you have been with me a long time. I don't charge you guys even for errors and omissions. I don't charge you for even lunch. After class today, we got lunch. Are you kidding? There's no cheap fee up there. Well, you know, there's no. Yeah, no, so we're not going to suffer it. We're not going to suffer this, okay? Maybe these other agencies that do depend monstrously, hugely on those monthly fees to get through their, you know, their months, and not us. You guys are under one flat fee, and everything is, you're going to keep 100% commission, and we're going to show you that. So you're not under, you are not under, you know, sorry, dadgummit. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use technology. That's not it. So here you are, no monthly fees, no yearly fees, no desk fees. You're not under an 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, 50-50. None of those, anything like that. We give you guys broker support 7 days a week. You know that. Oh, wait, here's the best part. Lunch. Oh, sorry, we misspelled that one there. I got to get that fixed, okay? We're still working on our spelling. Professional photos, feature home videos. You know what the cost is on those feature home videos that we do for you guys? They're anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000, and there is no charge to you guys whatsoever. And a lot of our realtors, we just did this beautiful commercial building, okay? It has 6 units right here centrally located, and one of the reasons that the realtor got that listing was he promised that this property was going to be seen worldwide. Now, you guys know very well MLS exists where? In the United States of America only. There is no MLS in Canada. There is no MLS in Europe. There is no MLS in Central South America. There's no MLS anywhere, okay? How do we get this property with this luxury home, whether it's a condo on the water, whether it's a very, you know, an expensive home, whether it's a commercial building like this one? This is leverage for you guys to get listings. When you can go and tell your clients, sir, how am I different to other realtors? Well, look at the feature home videos. And you guys have seen our videos. Our videos, Hollywood's got nothing over us, okay? Our qualities, what we've got in cameras and everything like that are very expensive, very expensive. So the quality, the production, and depending on where the property really should be generated from, or better said, the property should be like, we will just generate and we will target a certain area, okay? And you know, what can I say? That doesn't cost you guys a single dollar, and buyers from all over the world are going to be seeing this because we're going to be targeting those different areas of the world, and the buyers will come from there. And that property went under contract in less than a week. Went under contract. I think he had to reduce the price by $10,000 only. Oh, this is the listing here that we did. This was just literally a couple of weeks ago. Very nice building. I mean, a great building in a great area. That right there is Scott Steele. It's his listing, and he got it under contract in a week. Okay, so here's just a little bit about it that you can see it. Guys, we do all of this for you guys for free. Now, you need to take advantage of this. You're going to get listings. Show your clients how much value you offer them when you're in the listing side. Okay? Show them the value. And your client, other realtors can't do this. Well, yeah, they can. They're going to have to pay some production company to come in there and pay thousands of dollars to get this thing done. How much does it cost the Partnership Realty Realtors? Zero, not $1. Okay? So again, the point is, do we at Partnership Realty depend on any monthly features? So this is not going to bring us anything.
Bring inspection, you forgot about it.
Huh?
You forgot about that bring inspection that we have now.
Everything. We've got so much. Yes, we do. Exactly. We've got so much things that we do, that we offer, you know, including the inspections as well too. At no cost. At no cost what you get. So a pre-inspection is very, very important. Very important to do, because you will see little flaws in the property that maybe the homeowner has to fix unless he or she or they want to sell it as is, okay? So that way the inspection goes through correctly, the appraisal goes through correctly, and there are no hiccups or any bumps in the middle of the road. You want this closing to close per the contract date. So again, thank you, Henry, for sharing that with me. That pre-inspection, free. Guys, we have an inspection company that's going to go out there, and they're going to look at the property, and they're going to tell you what other inspectors are going to come in there. They're going to look at. They're going to look at what the appraisers are going to look at as well too. And especially when it's nice, because a buyer is going to come in there so fearful of buying a home. But when you can show them there has been a pre-inspection done, and here's what the seller did to correct all those things, it's going to make them feel so much more comfortable, and it's going to make, we need to close per the contract date. Why? Because in many cases, your buyer is buying a property from a seller who's buying a property from another seller. And sometimes it turns into a dominoes effect. And we need this closing to close. Okay, because we don't have any monthly fees. We have what? One flat fee, a true 100% commission company. So I don't want you guys to fear, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel on this class today. All right, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So the settlement, guys, why is this going on? It's still pending. It's pending, right? Nothing's been, no judge has ruled anything on this whatsoever. It's completely pending, and people are still, as you're going to see right now, taking, I wouldn't say advantage, but I don't know what to say on that. I'm just going to zip right up, keep my own thoughts to myself on how I feel about that. All right, so this settlement is pending. It's completely pending. Here, you're seeing that, you know, the settlement came out, the jury came out, 8 jurors came out, and they decided that in damages, there's $1.78 billion that were due to these homeowners, and that turned into triple damages, which is $5.4 billion. That's a heck of a lot of money. But that is still yet to be seen, because why? It's pending. It hasn't been ruled, really. It hasn't been ruled. So that is completely pending. So, you know, there's a lot that's going to happen from here to 2 years from now for this to go into the appeal process. So I totally agree with this. With NAR, I back up NAR, because NAR offers us so much as realtors, to the consumer, to everyone, and the entire real estate industry itself. Without NAR, geez, we really would be short-handed, okay? And without the MLS, we would be short-handed as well too. I mean, why get into all the great features that they offer? You guys already know it, because you guys are realtors. That is a very proud word to say, I'm a realtor. Very proud word to say. Stellar MLS here has already, look at this. They sent me this on the 15th. What, a few days ago? What is Stellar saying? Stellar's a huge MLS, guys. It's huge. You're going to see how big Stellar is. You're with Stellar. We're with Stellar. We belong, Partnership Realty belongs to almost every single MLS in the entire state of Florida, in case you want to get a secondary membership. Because remember, we're licensed for the entire state of Florida. So if a client comes up, we've got so much closings going up around the Palm Bay, Ocala, Sebring, Tampa, Orlando, Kissimmee. Are you kidding me? We've got so much sales going on right now, Lehigh Acres, all that entire area, okay? So you guys have access to it through the MLS Advantage, but if you really want to specialize and you're doing a lot of business there, you want to get what's called a secondary membership. Secondary membership costs a couple $100 sometimes, under $300. It's so inexpensive to make thousands of dollars. But what are they telling me here? That when a listing report comes up, honestly, they only need to put down, you know, from $1 to $0. So what is that going to do for someone as yourself who is representing a buyer? And there are a lot more buyers than there are sellers. A lot more buyers. So this just came out when? On the 15th? Wait, wait, stop. I thought this is still pending. I thought it was pending. Seriously. If it's pending, why are we looking at things like this? Oh, wait, this is nothing. Wait till you see what else is coming up. So look at Stellar. I just want you to know that Stellar is not. Stellar is a phenomenal MLS. They are phenomenal. Do you see the section there in blue? That's how much coverage Stellar does. They are huge. Now, would you say that's almost like half of Florida? I said almost. I didn't say 50% of Florida. But darn it, that looks pretty, just from my eyes alone, and I wear glasses, but that looks pretty close to half of almost. So Stellar's very, very huge, okay? And
It's more than the county.
they're huge, but they cover, even though they're small, they cover small counties, large counties, because Tampa's big. Orlando's huge. Kissimmee is big, okay? But they do cover Palm Bay, you know, things like that, you know. So, but the coverage area, it's like our Beaches MLS. Our Beaches MLS covers a huge area as well too, okay? So we're very big as well too, here at Beaches MLS. All right, what is this all about? It's called the Sherman Antitrust Act. You guys probably didn't even know what this is. It was on your local exam, and it was on your state exam. But some of us have been licensed for quite a while now, and we totally forgot what this Antitrust Act is all about. The Antitrust Act is that we don't take advantage, and it's just not for the real estate industry alone. It's for every industry out there. Don't take advantage of the consumer. Wasn't this entire lawsuit about price fixing? It was. It was all about price fixing, okay? And the Anti-Sherman Act. And we're going to go over that today. Okay, we're going to go completely over that. We have one flat fee, so it's impossible for us to, take advantage of the consumer. Take advantage of the consumer means that you're going to come over to them and say, hey, listen, you know very well that Partnership Realty's got one flat fee, correct? And you're going to go over there and maybe triple or quadruple the fee. Now that, I don't agree with that. That is against the Anti-Sherman Act. That I don't believe in, and as they mentioned, there's going to be a lot of more lawsuits coming out of this. Why? Because realtors can't be doing this. So the Anti-Sherman Act, it was formed in 1890 to protect the consumer. It was formed in 1990 to protect the consumer. In 1890, sorry. And what happens if you do take advantage of the consumer? Well, there's jail time, and there is lawsuits monetarily. Lawsuits, and they will be triple damages plus court fees, attorney fees. It can get up there. So it's not worth it. Listen, I've always said it. Having a real estate license is a blessing. We've got one of the most beautiful licensed line of works that you can even think of. We're helping our public, we're helping the consumers, we're helping people accomplish this American dream of owning their home, not one home, but multiple homes, and becoming investors and growth. I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing, okay? But take a look at this right there. There are fines and there's jail time. Where do we not want to find ourselves? In neither one of those two subjects. Please keep Ismael out of it. If you guys want to know, I've always said it. To be the best realtor in the state of Florida, all right, or any state, what do you need? First of all, you need product knowledge. That's why we have 2 classrooms here. We've got classes 5 days a week. We do them in Spanish. We do them in English. We've got classes constantly going on, because the more knowledgeable you are, the more you can help your clients, you can help your community, okay? And the more sales you're gonna have, all right? The other thing that's gonna make you completely successful is to be transparent, honest, truthful, professional, helpful. You want to be like the best person out there, and the nicer, the kinder you are, the more helpful you are, the more money you're going to make. I love that. I mean, real estate is designed for me. I cannot be a door-to-door vacuum cleaning salesperson. Can you imagine me showing up at your door, just knocking on your door, say, hey, good morning. I know you don't know me. Jeez, they closed the door on me. Next door. Hey, good morning. All right, by the third one, they opened the door on me. I've got this $1,500 or this $5,000 vacuum cleaner here that I know you're going to want. No, no, we can go to what? Target, Walmart, and we can buy them for $29.95.
He said he sold them and they were
Oh, did you really? You were successful. I'm not. I'm not a good vacuum cleaner. I don't even have a vacuum cleaner in my house, so we didn't even know how to sell. See, you were back in the good old days. You were back in the good old days. Imagine trying to sell a vacuum cleaner nowadays, you know, at someone's doorstep. They got these signs there that says, no solicitation. Now, bad example though, for me to use. I don't know. Nothing else came to my mind. The first thing came to my mind was a vacuum cleaner salesperson. So sorry if I used the wrong one. I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to like that one that's watching us right now. But yeah, so listen, just be transparent, be professional, be helpful, and you are going to be knowledgeable. You're going to be the best darn realtor in the entire state of Florida, okay? So where do we not want to find ourselves? Right there. Jail time or fines. That's where Ismael doesn't want to be at, or any of our realtors, okay? So here we got the Federal Trade Commission saying that the antitrust laws are completely and should be in place. So if you've got the Federal Trade Commission saying that we cannot be doing this, and they're standing up because the court system, this whole lawsuit and stuff like that is all based around the antitrust, the Sherman Antitrust Act, correct? I think that we should pay attention to this. Okay, we don't have these issues at Partnership Realty, thank goodness. Okay, every single commission when we've got a listing is negotiable. It's completely negotiable with the seller and what their needs and wants are. Whether it's 6%, 5%, 4%, 3%. It's negotiable, okay? And then we're going to show them the value that we bring, the value that we've got. And you guys, we just went over it. We've got so much to bring to them, okay, that yes, we do deserve that commission. But what we cannot do is take advantage of the innocence. And that I've seen in so many closings, because we do closings in down south, in Orlando, we do them in, up north. And I have seen where realtors have taken advantage of the innocence of a client. I've not, thank God, we haven't had that issue here at Partnership Realty, but I've seen it from other agencies on the CDs, okay? So if now everyone, the Federal Trade Commission is telling you that it cannot be done, then don't do it. Just don't do it, okay? Everyone's telling you. NAR is telling you. The Supreme Court, the judge is telling you. The jury is telling you. So let's not do it, okay? Here's something that I just was in my email the other day. Again, now the big focus is the Sherman antitrust law. It's prohibited. What does that mean? Don't do it. I don't want to just pry this entire class on that, but it is important. It is important, not just for us here, but for the audience that are watching these classes live, and they will continue watching it for the months and months and months and months to come, okay? So don't do it. Price fixing, you know, this is going to change. Maybe we will win, okay? NAR's going to win. No, there's no maybe. I know NAR's going to win. I know NAR's going to win. But it's going to change the way that we conduct and we do business here in the state of Florida, okay? And the way that commissions are going to be scheduled. That one, I can tell you, that one's going to change, okay? Even if NAR wins, that one, that new trend, that's going to go in place right there. So look at this. I just got this the other day. I mean, it's all over. So this isn't the first time that real estate has, it's like evolution. It's continuing to change, and we must change with it. The good thing about it, again, is that you are at a flat free office, not going to hurt you. Not going to hurt you. How many times has the Sherman antitrust law, how many times has it changed? Look at this. In 1890, 1914, 1921, 1936, 1950, 1967, and now it's going to change in 2025. Why? Because it's going to be, they say it's going to be around 2 years, right, for the appeal? So there'll be a brand new one, another one up there in 2025. Again, if they come into a settlement in 2025, I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just using 2025 because people are saying within 2 years, okay? And so we'll have a brand new one there with all the brand new changes, okay? Now, here's something that I really need for you guys, very important to know, where you guys didn't even know it was there. Some of you that have been in the commercial sales like I have, you know about what I'm going to show you right now. Some of you that have been doing commercial. I don't know why you would not want to sell commercial, because your license entitles you to be a commercial realtor. Like some of you have come from other offices and go, well, you don't do commercial real estate, so you're going to have to hand it over to Jose over here, who is a commercial realtor. We're going to give you 25% referral fee, and he's going to take your client. What? Are you serious? He's taking my client? I got a $2.5 million sale, or a $5 million sale, or a $1 million sale, and you're going to give me 25%? Heck no. Why don't you educate me how to become a commercial realtor? Why don't you teach me how to become? That's what your job is as a broker, or your managers, or whoever. Teach me. Don't take a client away from me. So guys, this documents that I'm going to show you right now, we've had them in place for years. Don't think that I just put them up. Now, what did our attorneys for Florida Realtors are saying? What is our president saying? They are saying they're going to come up with brand new, buyers' commissions, sellers' commissions agreements, and things like that. So they're going to change them around, and they are also stating that every brokerage firm should have their own policy of a buyer's commission or a listing commission. I'm working on it. I can't have it to you ready by 2 to 3, 4 days, okay? When our board hasn't had it ready yet, you guys got to give me a little bit of time on it, but we will have it. But in the meantime, I am going to show you how many of these documents that we are supposed to have and your clients are supposed to sign, or better said, must sign. Now, where do we find these documents at? Right here. This is your dashboard right here, correct? So here's your Foreign Simplicity, right? So you click on that little button right there, and that button will take you, well, sorry, some of us have Flex and some of us have Matrix. So in Matrix, when you open up Matrix, there it is, Foreign Simplicity, right there. These are where all the form packages are at, and you're going to find one package that is right now very essential, very crucial to today's movement, I got to call it. I don't know what to call it, because it's not a rule, right? It's not a rule, man. The judge hasn't ruled on this. What do we call this? Movement? Rebellion? I don't know. What do you call this? Give me a word to use that sounds intelligent in my head. Trend? Why? I don't like trend. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Movement. Storm. Right. Thank you for that one. It started out as a storm, and it's only been a few weeks, and I would have to say we're in a Category 1 right now. True or not? Can you imagine 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road, we'll be in a Category 2. Before you know it, in a year, Category 5. We haven't even, it hasn't even been a few weeks yet. Nothing's been ruled, and this storm, in my opinion solely, is a Category 1 hurricane. Because you're going to see it right now. It's in place. It's happening. And it's only been a few weeks. This storm is brewing pretty quickly, right? Whoa. Yeah, Category 1. So anyway, here you go. You've got Foreign Simplicity right there for you guys that are Matrix only, okay? So either or, I don't care if you go in through Matrix, where I just showed you, or you went in through it through Flex MLS. it's going to take you right here to this homepage of Flex, and then you're going to come here where it says blank forms. Click on blank forms, please, and then that is going to take you here to this page where it says form packages, right? So under form packages are all of Partnership Realty's packages. I don't care what aspect of the real estate world you're selling. I don't care what it is. Every single document that you need is going to be right there. Okay? Now, I only showed you this here. When you open it, it's going to give you the option at the bottom from 10 pages, 25 pages, or 50 pages. I would like for you guys to click on 50 pages so you'll have all the packages open. Everything that you need is going to be here at your fingertip. I'm doing an orientation class tomorrow, like new realtor, or even a realtor that's been around for a while that just needs a refresh, correct? And we're gonna do the class, so I talked to a realtor this morning and I said, can you please be at this class tomorrow? It's an orientation class. It's gonna teach you from scratch to the very end, from A to Z, okay? He didn't know where this packages was at. My God, we've got so many freaking videos in Spanish and in English to teach you where it's at. I go, just be at the class. But anyway, getting back to the point. Exclusive agreements, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about buyer's commissions agreement that you must get signed. When? I'll explain to you at one point it's going to have to get signed, all right? But let's open it up. So now you know where it's at. Now you know how to get to it. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to repeat it one more time. This that you're looking at right there, I didn't put that up for the ones that you guys have been around and seen this. How long have I've had that for years, years after years after years. I've had it for years. Okay, now we're going to start using it. So you know where it's at. It's going to open this up. I couldn't get it wide enough to show you every single exclusive agreement there. There is an agreement there for commercial real estate, whether you represent a buyer, a seller, a FSBO, for sale by owner, correct? If you're taking a buyer there, you definitely want to have a commission agreement signed by your buyer, or at least that FSBO for a one-time sell or something like that. For buyer's agreement, here's the commission agreement right there, as you can see. There are so many of them, and there's a few more going down, guys. There's a few more going down. Okay, for rentals, for sales. So they're asking us to make sure that we have these documents signed by our clients. Why? You're going to see it right now, and you're going to love it. No, you're not going to love it. No, you're not. You're really not going to love it. But there is a solution. Partnership Realty has got the solution, has got the answer. And I'm going to give it to you guys because, again, this is nothing new to me. But now you guys know how to get the document that you need, correct? Because you do need it. You must have it. You must have it. Let me guys show you some active listings that I pulled up. And I could actually have done this. I could have sat with you guys today for like, I don't know how many hours. Okay, and just gone after listings. So I only picked 5, 6, 8 listings or something like that, because if not, it will be a boring class. Next one, next one, next one, next one. So I just picked a few of them for you to look at this one here. So these are all, they're in your MLS. Beautiful. Look at this one here. This one here is paying 2.5. Oh, they're paying $1 and they're paying 2%. Look at this irregularity, man. Holy jeez. What the heck is going on there? If that was my house, I don't care who brings me the offer, or whether it's an associate or a realtor. I just want that property to be sold. And you as the listing agent, you wanted to get it under contract. You want to show your seller that you can sell a property quick. Okay? So why would I restrict an associate to $1? Why would I do that? That's beyond me. I'm not even going to get into that. All right, we could talk about that in a listing class, which I've already got the classes already. How about this one here? Look at this one. These are all active listings. 0, and $100. How are you going to make it at an 80-20 split, 70-30 split? How are you going to make it? Oh, you're going to be owing money. You're going to owe money. Now, not a partnership realty. You're going to owe no money whatsoever. Okay? Not here. But look at that one. I love that one. Isn't that a beauty? That was a beauty. Some genius came up with that one. That guy's a genius to me, or he or she. Well, whatever. Okay, everyone's got points of view. That's just my point of view. Genius. How about that one? Boy, are you really going to be, you are really going to be one of those. You know, we have a huge award ceremony party at the end of the year. Yeah, you're going to be up there as one of the top producing achievers. You're going to be up there getting a huge award from me, you know, and my crew at making $500. Wait, 80-20 on $500? Then you got to pay your coach, your team leader. Then you got to what, monthly fees? How much are you going to walk away with? No, wait, you're going to be owing money here. You're going to be owing money there. Now, that's another genius right there too, huh? I love it. How about that one? Oh, no, wait, that one's more generous, way more generous there. I feel more comfortable now. I really do. $1,500. Well, at least here at Partnership Realty, you were able to keep the $1,500 because it's a one flat fee, 100% commission, correct? Imagine at an 80-20, 70-30, 60-40. Holy jeez. How much money would you actually walk away with here? 400, 600, 500? Yeah, you're really going to be, I don't know. You're going to be very proud of yourself on that one there. These are all active listings. Wait, I can go on and on. No, here's a phenomenal one. $250. Can you imagine coming home to your loved one and you're going to tell your, honey, how did your day go today? Excellent. I sold the property. I made $250. But wait, I had to pay my broker. I had to pay my team leader. I had to pay the desk fee. What happened? No, I had to take money out of our savings to cover the sale. Oh wait, we have to pay taxes at the end of the year. Oh God, no! This will be a perfect one because it'll be a negative. You'll have a tax write-off. So these are good. Start selling a bunch of these, and you're going to have negatives. You will have tax expenses and tax write-offs at the end of the year. Aren't you going to be proud of yourself? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be okay. And for the biggest tax shelter realtor that has got the big, you know, at our awards ceremony party, can you guys imagine me announcing you? And #1 biggest tax write-off realtor, the one that has written the most off, you know, and calling you up, and you're all in the negative. She or he is in the negative. No, we're here supposed to make money, not lose money, guys. I love that one, right? Isn't that one nice to look at? Love that one. How about that one? 1%. Are you serious? Take deep breaths, just, you know, deep breath. Yoga, I love it. 1%. Here's a better one. For yoga, no, I mean, a psychiatrist is going to have fun with us as realtors. Psychiatrists, we're going to be in line, sitting down. I'll be seeing you there. We will have like, oh, so what time's your appointment today with the psychiatrist? At 1:30? I'm at 1:40. I'm right after you. What's going on? I don't want to talk about it. You know, $1. Wait, you got paid $1? I got paid $100. You know. No, guys, wait. I thought there were no ruling on this yet. Help me. I thought there was no ruling. I thought a judge hasn't stamped anything yet. What's going on?
So the house was $700,000.
Yepper. And you're going to get paid how much? Your wife will be real proud of you. He's married, that's why I can say that. And I know his wife, she's a great realtor. Can you imagine coming home today? My love, how did it go today? Yeah, how did it go today? Oh, great. No, I didn't make $100. Well, wait, we're a flat fee here, so you're okay. You did make $100. You know, you did make $100. Imagine working at some other agency. you know, and having to split $100. Oh, dear God. Here it is, right there. I mean, this is Foreign Simplicity. This is our attorneys. This is Florida Realtors. It's legal. There you go. Remember the story you shared with me? Now it's legal. Oh, it's a movement. That's what we're calling it. A revolution. I got so many other great names that I can call it. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe after class. You know, I'll tell you how I feel about it. What's the great thing about it, guys? Here it is. You are not going to suffer at Partnership Realty because you're under one flat fee. When you charge, and when I'm going to show you your fees that you're going to charge, you're going to not be owing an 80-20, a 70-30, 60-40, monthly fees, annual fees, desk fees, coach fees, errors and omissions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? You're going to still perform your real estate needs as always, okay? And you're going to understand why this will not affect you. And I really would wish that people would express your opinions. I love when you guys, whether it's negative, I don't take anything negative. Negative criticism, to me, is positive criticism because I learn and grow and learn from that, okay? So you're under a one flat fee here. You are not going to be suffering it. NAR, why do I believe this can't happen? Wait, it could happen. It did happen. What are you talking about, Ismael? Wake up. Did you not get your coffee today, Ismael? What happened to you? It did happen. NAR lost. So it did happen. But they're appealing it. And I'm really at NAR's side on this here. Every MLS, except unless we get into Palm Beach or in some exclusive areas, you know, our fees, our annual fees are they're all about the same, 900, 800, 700, and mid 700s and things like that. Now that is combined together with the board, NAR, and our MLS. So I'm just using an approximate number here of $800, okay? So when you pay your board fee, your annual fee, that covers a board. That covers the board fee. And that covers the MLS fee as well too. And those two entities offer us so much. And they offer the world, the United States, the housing industry, the appraisal, you name it. It's so much. But can you imagine 1.5 million or 1.8 million individuals not being able to pay $400? Do the math on that one. I wouldn't even want to do it because the number would be so bad. The number would be so bad that, you know, NAR couldn't even be in existence. So it's going to hurt the entire real estate industry. So that's why I do not agree. I do not agree with those 8 juries. I don't agree with them because NAR offers a lot of value. And us as realtors, we offer a lot of great value, okay? Just do that math right there. Take the MLS out of existence. Listen, they need us. I mean, guys, I'm a Christian all the way. It doesn't matter where you come from, whatever, you know. But a church can't make it. Bad example maybe I'm using here. But honestly, church can't even turn on the lights if we don't have the donations. Church can't turn on the lights in there. Okay? So it's the same thing here. How can they have, you know, members working in there where realtors can't pay, you know, if they go out of business? 1.5 million, 1.8 million, are you kidding me? Holy jeez. I don't even want to think about that.
Be hurting this type of church, no?
It's gonna hurt everything, the entire. So it can't happen. Hopefully, the new jury and so forth will look at it and they will see, you know, the devastating effect that it'll take upon us all and the whole industry in general. Not just the realtors, the whole industry in general. This is a big one right there, okay? I did ask you guys the question already, which hurts us quite a bit. Who actually, I'm not going to go into that one again because I will get a lot of mixed opinions and probably some negative emails stating, Ishmael, me as a seller, I had to work my buns off. I had to do the buyer's side because the buyer didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, us as sellers, on many occasions, we've run into a buyer's agent that was as clueless and as green as the day. And when you ask them, so how long have you been licensed? Oh, I've been licensed for 7 years. What? And you don't even know what to do? So, you know, we've had to help other realtors that they don't watch the classes like you guys are here. They don't come. They don't educate themselves in the real estate industry. Okay, so yeah, seller does work, but again, there's more buyer's agent than there is sellers, and this affects buyer's agents. Everything that's taking place right now actually affects both sellers, because they're calling it price fixing. Are you serious? Not in no way. Okay, and it affects buyers enormously as well too, as I just demonstrated to you guys. Okay, so buyer's commission agreement. Now you guys know where to find that, right? Not only for a buyer, but for a seller, for a commercial piece of property, for vacant land, for a for sale by owner. We already showed you on Form Simplicity where to go and find it under exclusive agreements. So here comes the best part of this class. This is where the cameras, unfortunately, I have to say bye to our audience that's watching us, because I know that we have so many other agencies that are watching us to try to learn, and I am not about to educate other real estate agencies and other realtors. I am here to educate who? Partnership Realty Realtors. Okay, so sorry guys, I always keep the class to the very end, but not on this one, I'm not. Okay, I think that your brokerage firm, and I think that your mentors and leaders and coaches and all that should know what to do. So say goodbye, and our class now actually begins.